All right, now let's break down this top 15 heavyweight matchup, which might be one of the most lopsided heavyweight matchups I've ever seen in my life, because it's technically the number 3 heavyweight in the world taking on the number 15 ranked heavyweight who only has 3 UFC fights to his name. And yes, he is the man that just came off of beating Tai Tuivasa and losing to Derek Lewis. And yes, that is Tallison Teixeira taking on Sergei Pavlovich, who hasn't competed since last year. He's the same in his boat, the same like Zhang Mingyang when he hasn't fought since last August in China. And now he returns to the same country, different venue, and he's trying to go back-to-back wins. And a weird matchup because check this out. Okay. So Sergey's last fight, like I said, was back in August, and he took on the number 4 ranked heavyweight in the world and beat him. Like, that is the weirdest thing where he goes from fighting number 4, yes, hasn't fought in 10, 9.5 months, give or take, and now he's going backwards and fighting the number 15 ranked heavyweight in the world. Like, is he being punished? Because this man literally was. Let's take one more look at the losses record between these two, shall we? His only loss on his opponent's side, like I mentioned, is losing to Derek Lewis in his second UFC fight, right? He is also coming off a loss to Alexander Volkov, the number 2 heavyweight in the world, and Tom Aspinall, like the champion of the world and the man who was ranked number 2. And when he fought Tom Aspinall, it was for at the UFC 281 for the interim heavyweight championship because John Jones tore his pectoral muscle, and Stipe Miocic, who was supposed to fight John Jones at that card, was not going to fight anybody else unless it was John Jones, and that's why he pulled out of the event. They did the fight later on and did it at 309. And if you ask me, that was terrible. But fighting Tom Aspinall, where he was put slided in to be the backup fighter for either of John Jones or Stipe Miocic pulling out, and because Stipe also pulled his name out of the hat when John Jones pulled his first, it became Tom Aspinall versus Sergei Pavlovich, and that's been, unfortunately, since that fight took place, the downward slope in his UFC career so far. But like I said, he's beaten the number 4 heavyweight, and he would have a win over a top 10 heavyweight, give or take, in Jairzinho and Rozenstruik. But they literally, like, when he was number 9 in the division, they cut Jairzinho after this loss to Sergey Pavlovich because they've had Jairzinho in their promotion from 2025 back all the way to, I want to say he came in around 2019, late 2018. He got his first main event at the end of 2019 against Alistair Overeem, and then got knocked out by Francis Ngannou in 20 seconds. But back to Sergey Pavlovich. This man is, unfortunately, it's a weird trend to see his fight go from number 4 to number 15, but there's a reason he is a minus 625 favorite against the man who was in his 4th UFC fight. And when these gentlemen have completed their bout this weekend, it will be Sergey Pavlovich's 12th to Tallison's 4th. He will triple. He already has over triple in UFC experience right now, but after this fight's completed, he'll still have triple. With that being said, there is no way I'm getting a man who is just coming off a victory over Tai Tuivasa, and the previous victory before that was against Junior Top. Was it Junior or Justin? It was Justin. Okay. Again, my apologies to the Toppa brothers, but to that being said, his best 2 wins are against you and Tai Tuivasa, who is already losing 7 fights in a row, approaching Tony Ferguson numbers. So, with that being said, the winner of this bout, and I predict by first round knockout, Sergey Pavlovich. And that is my prediction for the event. Thank you all so much. I'll get the next ones out